Hello, everyone. Welcome to This Day. It is Monday, July 28th. I'm your host, Bree Cox Kennedy. I've got my co-host here with me today.
Hello. Good morning.
We're starting this week off. We've got a lot of laughs in already this morning.
We've been out here for a
Glad you're
minute.
here.
Now, you have a problem with your pen. That's the wrong pen. You don't usually bring that pen out here.
It's the wrong pen. We were having a discussion. So everyone, my Swarovski crystal pen died because I write with it so much. And we cannot figure out how to get in it and replace the cartridge.
I'm going to look at it later.
If anybody has any tips or pointers, let us know.
It's good. We have to do a YouTube tutorial for that. All right. On today's show, we got something more interesting to talk about than pens. We have the Theater Guild. They're going to be talking about their kind of spooky show they're having auditions for. It's Just Ghost to Show You that's coming up. Auditions are going to be in August, and the show's going to be in October. And we're going to talk to Barbara Powell and Bob Powell about the auditions and what the show's all about. And then Solace Home Care with Bo Swanson going to be here a little later talking about how the benefits of staying at home and being helped at home and living at home when you need a little extra care. He's going to tell us how to do that.
That's right. Great interview with Bode. We're going to talk about drought-tolerant plants because we all need more of those in our garden. If you'd like to replace your current landscaping with drought-tolerant plants, please fill out a mutual landscape request form. Deliver it to resident services, and you will be informed of when your request will be heard by your mutual's landscape committee.
You definitely need those drought-tolerant plants these days because we have no rain in the forecast for you folks. We're going to have the morning clouds going to peel off to mostly sunny skies today and 78 degrees. Then we're going to warm up into the 80s for the rest of the week. Going to have the same kind of pattern depending on how thick the marine layer is in the morning. Then going to peel back to mostly sunny. Look at that, a lot of sun on Friday as well. That's going to be our high on Friday. 83 is going to be the highest of the week. Summer is definitely here. Overnight's going to be cool, though, so we can still open up the windows.
It's pretty chilly in the morning still.
Yeah?
Bring a jacket. Jacket and sunscreen, as I always say, right? Around these parts. All right, folks, this morning's sunrise was at 6 a.m. Sunset will be at 7:53. I think this picture was taken by our very own Michael Taylor.
I went to the pageant.
How was that?
It was really, really great. I know you have tickets coming up. You're going to enjoy it. Folks, if you haven't got your tickets, get them. It's a great show this year. And I say we start a campaign. You and I are in the pageant for like a one night only kind of thing.
Oh.
Guest appearance.
And we can play ourselves.
Yeah, we can play ourselves.
Love it.
Do a portrait and then play ourselves.
I'm sure it would be really interesting.
Well, if folks, you want to send us a picture like I took, how do they do that, Bree?
Please email your photos to lagunawoodsvillagetv@gmail.com. Send us your name, where the photo was taken from, and in a horizontal format, please. Your photos, everyone, have been amazing. So please keep them coming.
I think I'm included in that. All right, we got some meetings to tell you about, or actually no meetings to tell you. One meeting? Something like that. We'll take a look at the meetings, and then when we come back, we'll be talking to the folks from the Theater Guild. Stay with us. There's nothing scary about our next guest, but they're going to try to scare you anyway. I want to welcome to the studio Barbara and Bob Powell from the Theater Guild. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
And we're talking about Halloween and some spooky stuff already. It's kind of early for that, right? It's my least favorite thing to be scared, by the way. I just want to tell you that.
Yeah.
I cannot stand horror movies and those kinds of things.
I get nightmares. I really do. It's so... Yeah, the Halloween show is called, what is it called? Some ghost, there it is, Just Ghost to Show You.
Just Ghost to Show You.
Yeah, and so it's an original themed play. The first play is written by Sandy Bank, who's an actress, and she was helping us look for scripts. And she said, you know, there aren't a lot of scripts for women, and there aren't a lot of scripts in our age group, you know,
Okay,
senior
yeah,
community. So she was taking a screenwriting class, and so she worked with a fellow who's written in Hollywood, and she came up with an idea of like 3 witches on Halloween, and they conjure up Columbo.
Columbo?
Columbo,
The old Detective Columbo?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, but he's Columbo because he's always looking in the mirror, B-E-A-U. And so she came up with this great idea. So it's 4 women and 1 man. So a lot of this stuff that we do is geared towards more women because we can't find a few good men, and that's kind of what
Which
we're
is
looking
another play
for.
with a lot of men in it.
Yeah, and 1 woman.
You know, Bob, you've been recruited as a in the dearth of men that are out there. Barbara got you in there, right?
I'm just a backup. If somebody's ill or somebody's on vacation, I fill in a lot. So
Okay, so have you enjoyed the fill-in? Have you enjoyed the process of being on stage and doing things behind stage and all that?
Actually, I have. We're in a singing group also, a doo-wop group.
Oh,
I
okay.
enjoy that. But, don't enjoy the acting so much. I'm uncomfortable, still uncomfortable. However, about 15 years ago, I took an early retirement. Barbara's still working. And she said, you know, you got to do something besides just sit around and watch TV all day, which I don't do. But she said, why don't you try out, there's an ad in the Globe here, why don't you try out for this radio play?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I can't, like you said, I can't do that. But I did, and I got a part. And after that, I joined 2 theater groups here.
Wow, okay.
And 15 years later, I'm still active and participating.
You're still going.
Yeah.
So sell us. Give me the selling. Why should more men get involved? You tell me why it's fun for the guys to get involved. First of all, the ratio of men to women's got to be great.
Well, that's true. That's
Wait a
true.
minute, he's married.
Well, and I'm so much for Bob. But
No, I think as a rule, men are shy. They don't go to the doctor like women. They do all this other stuff alone. I can do it myself, that sort of thing. That's part of it, just a male thing. I never would have gotten involved. She pushed me,
Okay.
but I'm glad she did, actually.
Okay, so you took that first step.
I found that entertainers in general, people who like to do this stuff, are a very different lot. A lot of fun. They take risks. They take chances.
Breed.
Well, they are different.
I've had enough of the folks from the Theater Guild and other performance groups up here to know that they are an interesting breed.
Yes.
Ham, the word ham comes to mind.
But you know, you have to be comfortable in your own skin a little bit, and be comfortable also just in embracing someone else's skin by taking on characters, right? So what is that like when you're not you, but you're still you on stage, and you have to like do that kind of thing?
So that is where you can look at and actually see who the good actors are. You have to be in the moment, and you're a good interviewer. So you're paying attention, you're responding, you're in the moment, you're listening. You're not thinking about what you're going to say. You're thinking about what the other person is saying. And a really good actor is in the moment. And we call it like playing. Like some people say, oh, good, I love playing with you. And it's play acting, they're playing. So they're not themselves, and they are the good actors become the character. And you can see sometimes the wheels turning for the folks who are just trying to get their lines in, and it becomes a problem, which is why people with improv experience are great. Because if somebody loses their line, you have to know how to rescue that person and keep it going, or it's like radio. There's like silence.
Everyone just freezes.
Yeah. And
What's
then,
next?
Yeah, and then the ball starts rolling in the wrong direction.
So that would be it would be my horror to be up on the stage and forget my line and just
that
be
happens.
standing. Yeah, just be standing there.
Yeah.
Happens all the time. Happens, yes.
Yeah, you're like, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. It
No, but
happens.
the other thing, there's acting, and you can, if you ever watch a TV show or a movie and you've done this sort of thing, you can kind of pick out the good ones from the bad ones, meaning that you can act, but that doesn't make you the character. To get into the character, you have to be be the character. Be, you got to be that character.
Right, you have to
That's the
embrace
hard
it,
part.
embrace the mentality, have that backstory.
It's a mental thing.
And so many of the trained actors say, I only needed the character's backstory, what was their thing. That none of that makes it onto the camera or onto the stage, but they still embrace that to kind of embody that character, right?
They shadow, like if, let's say they're going to play a military person, they'll go out and work out with military personnel or cops or ballerina dancers. Or, not men usually, but yeah.
It's an authentic kind of portrayal to get that authenticity on camera or on stage, right?
Right.
So have you immersed yourself in the world of Columbo, or?
Not yet. I've done other things. Yeah, the worst part I ever had was in Cuckoo's Nest. I played Billy Bibbit, the stutterer.
Oh, sure, yeah.
That was hard.
Oh, wow.
That was very awkward.
Yeah, that would be a challenging role to stutter through lines. I mean, I stutter already. I could do that, but I stammer my way through most interviews. But the idea of like having to know when to do that stammer, when to pronounce it, and that would be very interesting.
Yeah, well, it was.
And then commit suicide.
Oh yeah.
Well,
don't give it all away. Come on now. All right, so tell me about the play a little bit more. What are the kind of the themes behind it? What's the idea behind it?
Okay, so we've got a couple of
The show,
things,
yeah.
shows. So we've got the Toil and Trouble, a murder mystery featuring Columbo. And then we've got Hijinks at the Hollywood Forever Cemetery. So I'm of Hispanic heritage, and I always am wondering why white people are co-opting our culture, like Cinco de Mayo. Like nobody knew what Cinco de Mayo was until the alcohol companies
I was going to say,
got
until the
hold
beer
of it.
companies got
Right, and Day of the Dead, it's the same thing. If you look at Stella Rosa wine all year long, they have the Day of the Dead skulls. I thought, wouldn't it be funny if some crazy white people went to the Hollywood Forever Cemetery? They get the day wrong, because there is a big celebration in LA. They get the day wrong because they're kind of clueless.
They're on there on November 3rd.
Yeah, right. Well, we'll get there early. It's like October 23rd. And so they're trying to call up the relatives, except since they're white people, they're calling up like Phyllis Diller, Frank Sinatra, and so we'll be auditioning for impersonators to do those types of roles and have them come through. And I think what we're going to have is Karnak, because Bob does an amazing Johnny Carson.
Oh,
fun. Karnak and who's the other guy, the tall guy? Oh yeah, Ed McMahon.
Ed McMahon.
So they may do like a Karnak, like somebody's tagline, like
with the envelope with the forehead.
yeah, and then that person will appear on stage, and then we're going to end with Mark's favorite, the time warp dance. I understand you know how to do that. Is that true?
I used to go to Balboa Peninsula Theater down there and do the midnight showings of when I was in high school. Midnight showings of.
We'll have you as a guest star. It won't scare you.
Guest dance.
It's not horrible. It's fun. Everything is kind of tongue in cheek and fun.
That sounds like a boss.
It's going to be a guest. What do you think? Step to the left.
Step to the left, just a hit to the right, hands in your hips, put your knees in tight. I remember that.
Do the pelvic thrust.
Yeah, I was going to say that part.
Oh.
Okay, so what do you guys have on the calendar beyond this? What are you working on? You get Christmas show coming up?
We got
a good Christmas show.
Yeah, next month we're doing Coffee Talk in the Woods, and then 2 years ago we did a fundraiser for the Fisher House, which is like a Ronald McDonald House for veterans, and we raised $8,000 cash to donate to the Fisher House. We did a USO style show from the different eras, World War II, Korea, and Vietnam. This time, we're going to do like the Hollywood Canteen, that was popular, but we're going to call it the Laguna Woods Canteen.
Okay.
And we'll have, people can actually dance. We're going to hope to have a swing dance instructor before the show, so they can, it'd be more an interactive type of thing, have performers on this stage, and then do a fundraiser for the Fisher House again.
Well, sounds like a fun time. They got lots of things going on,
Always.
and they're looking for a few good men.
Yeah, we've seen a few good men. Singers, actors, performers. It's hard to memorize at any age. It's daunting, and not everybody's right for every part. I mean, do you see Jack Nicholson doing Shakespeare? So you have to have a wide variety of types of male characters to be able to fill fill the roles.
All right, well, folks, it's Ghost to Show You. It's coming up on August 27th. Make sure to get out there and be scared, be thrilled, and see these guys on
Oh,
stage.
that's the audition date.
Oh, it's the audition date. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
That's good.
That's
Good,
the audition
getting it,
date.
yeah.
Get them out there, get the audition date, and then Ghost to Show You'll be coming up soon after
October 21st.
that. There we go. All right.
18th, 6th is on this thing there.
There we go. Bob and Barbara Powell from the Theater Guild. Thank you guys for joining us.
Thank you. All right, we're going to see him in the time warp dance.
Maybe. You're watching This Day. We'll be right back.
The wait is over. A brand new pharmacy just minutes from your front door is now open. Service is our top priority at Laguna Pharmacy. Enjoy free same-day delivery, low over-the-counter prices, and personalized attention, all with the same copay you're used to. Tired of waiting on hold? Our experienced pharmacists answer your calls right away. We are in network with most Medicare plans and make the transfer process easy. Visit Laguna Pharmacy today for the exceptional care you deserve.
For over 20 years, Orange County has taken its unwanted gold, jewelry, timepieces, sterling silver, and coins to the Jewelry Box estate buyers and always received top dollar. Come see why for over 2 decades, Orange County has relied on the Jewelry Box estate buyers.
21 years ago, I started Salus Home Care because I saw a need for a professionally run home care organization in Laguna Woods. We've been in business for 21 years. Call Salus and let us show you why we've been in business longer than any other home care company in South Orange County.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. We've got a special guest here, Bode Swanson with Silas Home Care, who provides 5-star customized home care for years. You can look it up on Google. It's all over the place. Bode, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you. Good
How
to be here,
are
Bree.
you?
Good. Doing good.
Nice to have you back. It's
Yeah.
been a while since you've been here.
Yeah, we've been providing healthcare services in Laguna Woods since 2004. And initially, when we started, we had a relationship with Laguna Woods, and we came on several times back then, and we didn't get lost, but we stopped doing the Laguna Woods thing for a while because we needed to kind of expand our service lines and figure those out, and now it's kind of full circle, and we're back, and so it's good to be here.
Well, you have multiple different options,
Yeah.
right, for senior care,
Yeah.
including several professional partnerships.
Yeah. What the original vision that my partner and I had, we wanted to be a full continuum. It starts with caregiving in the home. So if someone needs extra help with dressing, grooming, bathing, toileting, feeding, companionship, that's where we started. Frankly, the reason we started there is at the time there was no barriers to entry. Anyone could put up a shingle. There was no state licensure. There was no certification. It was just easy to get in. It's not the case now, thankfully. But then in 2011, we added a skilled home health piece, which is a nurse will. So if you go to Saddleback, for example, and you have a shoulder surgery or some kind of event, you're most likely going to discharge with home health. An RN or a physical therapist or an occupational therapist will come into your home and provide extra care. Medicare covers it or their insurance. So we got into that, and took us a while to figure out how to do that really well. Now we're a 4.5-star home health agency. And then in 2014, we added the hospice piece and palliative. And the hospice piece has just been so wonderful. It's just such an amazing service. It attracts so many mission kind of oriented people. I don't mean mission in a religious way. I mean
Right.
mission like people who truly have a passion
They
for.
help from the heart.
Yeah, it just attracts great people. So that's the continuum. It's caregiving, it's home health with nursing and therapy, and then palliative, if you're kind of somewhere between, like you're not quite ready to start curative treatment, but you're kind of getting close, and you might need to consider some other options. Palliative's a really good option, and then the hospice piece. And the hospice, we're a 4-star. We're the only agency that I know of in Orange County that is a 4.5-star home health and a 4-star hospice. And really there aren't many agencies who have the full continuum like we have. Maybe a couple in Orange County.
Mm-hmm. So walk us through how that might look. So
from
starting
to
hospice.
Well, the idea, I think, to have an agency or a relationship with an agency that can age with you or that can be a resource to you at any level of your healthcare kind of journey, for lack of a better word. Mm-hmm. And there's one call you can make. I mean, you just call Salus and you talk to me, or you talk to one of my case managers, or a lot of people listening probably know us and have used or have experience with some of our case managers and have a relationship there. They just got to call and say, look, this is where I am, and these are some of my needs. Maybe you can help. And sometimes we can't. And we'll say, what might be better for you is a X or a Y. And so we can help with that at no charge or whatever. We just want to be a resource. But more often than not, if they call us with any kind of healthcare need, question, concern, we can help. We can help.
Yeah. And how does your position in the home really relieve current caretakers, in other words, children?
Question. No, it's a great question.
Grandchildren?
Yeah, statistically, the primary caregiver of someone who is kind of in need of formal healthcare services ages more quickly than the one receiving the care, because they're expending extra time, extra energy, extra stress trying to provide for their husband or wife, their loved one. Right. And so there's a factor of that primary caregiver aging really quickly. And then for the children, what ultimately I think if you can afford the luxury of having care from a quality agency in the home, I would say for the home health piece, when you leave a hospital and a doctor says you need to have a nurse come in or a therapist come in, that's easy. Right. Because the doctor's saying, hey, right, you need this. Right. And we all want to get better. And who doesn't want a therapist to come and help them with their gait or whatever to get better? When it comes to caregiving, it's expensive. It's private pay. It's not free. So there is a financial component to this. And there's ways that we can help and find, like if they're a veteran, or there's some other ways that we can help mitigate some of that cost. But I get some of those concerns about the finances. And I get why people would want to do everything possible to avoid going to that place. But eventually, not eventually, but it does sometimes become inevitable. The tricky one is hospice, palliative and hospice. So many of us have a stigma in our minds about what hospice means. And it's like, oh, well, it's over, or we're giving up, or it means that I'm going to die. And we don't want to talk about death in our society. We're not comfortable talking about it. But it's not, it shouldn't be seen as that dark, negative thing. Hospice is simply about comfort. When you go on to hospice services, you tap into government funds that will provide for your medications, for bedding, for medical supplies, for a nurse, social worker, chaplain, people to come into the home, both from a clinical, medical, and a social standpoint, to help your life be a little bit better. And so you get the most out of your final 6 months, year, 18 months, however long you have. Right. And sometimes palliative is a better way to start as opposed to hospice, because it doesn't have that stigma and it just kind of eases you in. But if there's one message I would have to people about hospice, it's just to have the conversation with their doctor, with their loved ones, and a reputable agency, and to look at the services that it provides and not be so alarmed by the word. hospice, and it's like this it means I'm giving up, or it means I only have a week left to live. It's none of that.
It's not that.
So just maybe have some conversations about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, this was a great conversation to start with. Thank
Yeah.
you for coming back.
Yeah, good to be here.
Appreciate you being
Yeah,
here,
good to
Bud.
meet you too.
Thank you. You're watching This Day on Village TV. We'll be back after these messages.
"21 years ago, I started Salus Home Care because I saw a need for a professionally run home care organization in Laguna Woods. I wanted to build on 3 principles. 1, ease for the client. 1 call to Salus Home Care will put you on the right path. 2, quality. Medicare ranks Salus among the highest home health and hospice providers in the state. 3, trust. We've been in business for 21 years. Call Salus and let us show you why we've been in business longer than any other home care company in South Orange County."
At Adapt to It, we strive to make the everyday tasks easier by providing our customers with the tools they need to be successful. We carefully explain the use and care of all of our equipment. Adapt to It has been in Laguna Woods for over 20 years, and we know that nothing in life stays constant. So we can help you adapt to all the changes in your life. Adapt to It sells and rents items and always delivers with a smile. Come in today to experience what we mean when we say, when you can't change it, adapt to it.
Hello, everyone. We got the pen.
We took apart the pen.
He took apart the pen. He's
I
like
took
a little
apart
MacGyver. And I think I can order a replacement right away.
They'll be
How
making its
exciting.
starring debut next week
I'm
sometime.
telling you, the sparkle is coming back.
I'm excited.
In the meantime, someone's not having so much of a good day in Whirlpool. This is our movie for this evening. It's a 1950s film starring Gene Tierney, brought to us by Pacific Financial Planners. A woman suffering from kleptomania is hypnotized in an attempt to cure her, but soon afterwards she found out the scene of a murder with no memory of how she got there and seemingly no way to prove her innocence.
Wow, sketchy. 2
Wonder how
p.m.
that's
with the subtitles, 6
gonna
p.m.
turn
without.
out.
So I've never heard of that one. I've never heard of that movie. And I teach classic film in my class. All right, well, there you go. Let's check our weather before we head out. I've heard of weather before. And we still have the clouds hanging around for this morning. Folks are watching the morning show. If you're watching the noon show or the 5 o'clock show or 12:30 or 5 o'clock,
12:35.
the clouds will be gone by then. So we
Yep,
won't even
it'll
be
be
talking
beautiful.
about them. It's going to be mostly sunny skies. High today was 78 degrees. Then we head into the 80s for the rest of the week. Look at that. 81, 81, 82, lots of sunshine. Cool overnights, though, which is the nice
Very,
part.
very chilly.
Yeah.
Even if you leave your window open on just a bit of
Yeah.
a crack, it
I like
just
that 'cause you don't
brings
have to run
in
the air
refreshing
conditioning.
Exactly. All right, folks. Tomorrow on This Day, we have home helpers. I'm excited to talk with Dwight Brown. He's going to be helping us understand the difference between hiring an agency or somebody that you might find otherwise.
Okay, there you go.
So really important.
Important tips, important information there. That's going to do it for this edition of This Day for Bree Cox Kennedy and myself. We'll hope you make this day a great one.